Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to another rendition of Rage Across New York, part of the Living World of Darkness venue. We start our scene this evening in the Umbrascape, near the northern woods in the park. Training grounds, which many of the more martial individuals spend a fair bit of time when they are in the Umbra. Tonight is no exception to that rule, as a certain full-mooned Black Fury stands with a training dummy hung up in a tree nearby, practicing her arrow shots. We start our scene with someone approaching her.
At this point, Sophia's up in her tree, not too far, just watching the girl. She's not sure how to handle this girl or who she is, and she wants to see if she's normal or not.
Well, she's in the Umbra, so it's fairly
Oh,
safe to assume.
oh yeah, fuck. Fuck you guys. Alright, fuck it. I'll go over to her. Kind of
All right.
clear my throat.
As you do that, she's halfway into the drawback as you clear your throat, and it causes the arrow to actually fly out of her hands and into the ground as she hadn't even finished raising up the bow. She sort of frowns a bit and turns on a heel and looks Sophia up and down for a minute. Can I help you?
You're a new face, that's all.
To be fair, so are you.
Night Eyes will touch her always remember tattoo, then start fiddling with her Pegasus pendant. She goes, I'm Night Eyes.
Oh, you're the other one. She'll hold out a hand and sort of try and grab at Sophia's like forearm, not necessarily like the hand in a handshake, but more of a Amazon to Amazon type handshake.
She returns it, but she's very tense. Like she's not really used to a lot of people touching her.
I've only ever met one other Fury in the Sept.
Oh, there's another Fury in the sept?
Yeah, she's an Athro. Goes by Wasp Stinger.
Hmm. I haven't met her. I've heard of her.
She's been kind of helping me curb my temper.
That's always a good thing to learn to do.
So, how long have you been in the Sept?
She kind of crosses her arms. She goes, I've been here since Clockwork Crocodile. I'm not sure if you even know of him, though.
Kelly very quickly shakes her head, having never heard that name.
At this point, Night Eye's gonna find a place to sit. And she goes, "You can continue shooting. I'll observe."
Fair enough, she says with just kind of a awkward or just kind of an awkward toned voice before going back and picking up another two arrows and starts to notch one up.
At a character, I'm guessing by the picture you have up, she probably looks that young.
She's 19.
Okay, yeah, then
Well, she will be 19 in about a week.
yeah, so she looks young to me. Okay, she's gonna treat you like she treated Max and Marcos characters. So That's all she's gonna do is really watch and judge you up as a warrior.
Alright, fine. We'll see how well this shot's going to a discerning eye of a Theurge. Do do do. No, no, do 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 do. Charging my attack. Alright, so she fires the bow with some fairly on point accuracy. You see the bow literally hit just off of center of a target that she was aiming for that had been painted onto the training dummy. It just makes that loud shoot as it hits the and impacts training dummy, causing it to rock back and forth in the tree slightly. And once it starts moving, she's going to try and shoot it again while it's still moving. I'll up the difficulty to 9, because why not? And manages to score another hit almost directly next to the other one. So it arrow hits the dummy just below the other one, slightly off center, but still passable. It's at this time, if anybody else is, walking around like...
Yep, a howl can be heard, very deep, weird howl. Basically,
Microphone went dark again, Alejandro.
Yeah, while he's howling, Sophia's actually closed her eyes and is smiling as she listens.
I hate my microphone.
There we go.
There you go.
Yay, I just needed to punch the soundboard a couple of times. As I was saying, as someone is presenting himself as Serge the Dusk, Gedolf Fenrir Clea, coming from the Sept of the Dark Wood in Germany, and is asking permission to enter the Sept of the Green.
No!
Night Eye will let him in. Night Eye will welcome him in, but she will not tell him she's a Fury. She will just say she is kin, enter, and tell him where she is.
Cool.
And then we'll look at the girl and go, I think we're about to get a lot of exciting company.
Cool. And the young gentleman will make his way into, the place where you actually are, and he will appear sporting a black suit, white tie, black shirt, and just looking you from the distance, he nods and takes a couple of steps towards you.
You do notice, though, the girl that was sitting down has stood up and positioned herself between you and the younger girl.
He looks at you and goes like, I come in no harm. Is that correct? Yes. I offer you no harm. He kind of still is fighting a little bit with English, as you can hear from his manipulations of words.
A very specific accent.
Yeah, a very German accent.
Callie just sort of... she doesn't raise her hands anywhere. She's still holding the bow and the arrow with one hand, and the other one just kind of rubbing the back of her neck. She's just thinking to herself, oh, great, another get.
At this point, Night Eyes will switch to Mother's Tongue also to reply, go, is this easier upon you?
And he will switch. Very much. Thank you.
No problem, Ken, as you can guess what we are. I didn't think I would need to introduce it. At this point, she's fiddling with her Pegasus charm again as she's saying this.
He just looks at you and goes like, introductions are very important. Guessing one's brethren belongings or allegiances is quite disrespectful. And he smiles because he's an asshole.
She actually starts chuckling and she goes, I'm a Fury.
He keeps smiling.
Callie
knows
can't understand a
better.
goddamn thing they're saying. But they're speaking in German. They might as well be
No,
speaking...
mother's tongue.
No, it's mother tongue.
Oh, I thought you said her mother's tongue.
No, I said I switched to mother's tongue, sorry.
Okay.
And out of character, my character was born to the Wendigo, but as a baby was traded to Fury, so she would not know German anyway.
Callie just looks at Siegfried and just kind of puts her arm over her chest, her fist over her heart, and just kind of bends slightly at the waist.
He puts his hand over his chest and bends over a little bit.
Calypso, Krykos, full moon of the Black Furies. Most call me Callie.
Interesting. Very well, Kylie. Please keep going with your training. I don't.
Are you
mean to
Mega's
interrupt
daughter?
you.
Callie's head kind of turns on an axis. And if it were metal, it might screech. She just kind of looks at Sophia. Now a little bit uneasy. Not really sure that she likes other Furies in the presence of her father. Being fairly overprotective, but I'll go ahead and she'll just kind of, force a smile on her face. Yes, I am.
He came into the restaurant I worked in one time.
Yeah, he does that. Eats.
Night Eyes is going to be able to tell this girl is not probably comfortable and will kindly drop the topic and go back to talking to the Get of Finra.
It has nothing to do with Sophia completely, because every time her father's ever brought up in the friggin' set, everybody always likes to make a friggin' comment about his love life. So, yeah, she's
The Get of Fairies is taking notes, thanks to eidetic memory of someone called Megas, Kylie's reaction to this, and Night Eye's complete lack of empathy to people.
Night Eyes dropped it. Night Eyes is not talking anymore about it. That is empathy. That is called being nice and dropping the damn subject.
Yo, who's the newcomer, hey?
oh god.
Night Eyes has completely drained of all color and is looking stunned, and her fists are shaking.
Callie is going to look in Sophia's direction, and she's just gonna give this other look, just like, oh, great guy, here he comes.
And
You know him too, is all she's gonna say in mother's tongue to Callie.
What did she say?
You know of him too?
And she just kind of smirks and chuckles to herself and nods.
Yo, where is he? Usually, you guys see Nekrino's form. He's holding a knife, like the Fang Dagger, like, oh, where is he? Does anybody respond?
You're rather upset.
If I ignore it,
Dusk will say to Sophia.
if I ignore it, it will go away. If I ignore it, it will go away.
Yo, where is he?
Callie's gonna take the bow she has in her hand. She's gonna aim for a spot just in front of his feet. I'm gonna take that to a difficulty 8.
Yo, I'm kidding. Calm down.
Too late for that. Oh, she misses.
Difficulty 8, it's
Shot
botch.
at the knee.
You botch.
Watch. Do I hit him?
I would
Yeah.
say if you were
Let-
trying not to,
let-
you
let-
would.
Allow me to roll a dice, luck dice, and let's say if it's negative, it hits him. If
No,
positive,
Max already
it
said it
flies
does
away.
hit him, so I'm gonna roll its damage.
Yeah.
It's who?
You! I shot you in the
God
foot by
damn it.
accident.
You botch.
Yeah,
I
that is
wasn't
well.
trying to hit you. That was the whole
Oh,
thing.
okay. Okay.
So Travis sees an arrow fly at him.
That only does one lethal. So luckily it wasn't silver arrows, but yeah. She pulls it, and the second she sees it stretch, she does that kind of like quick jump, like, oh shit!
Hey, look at this roll.
You don't. So you get an arrow to the foot. Fuck your totem.
He's like, fuck! Like, what the fuck?
You know,
Sophia
Sigrid is looking
seems
at this scene.
At this point,
And she's going
Sophia
like,
has immediately calmed down and gone back to the personality like Arun, Honor the Lost, knows. She has immediately gone over to Travis and she's mothering him, like patting his head and asking if he's okay.
You see, he is, I'm going to roll my stamina, or healing.
I was gonna say I can heal you if I know,
No,
if you
like
want.
I know, don't worry. Like, he looks
Dude,
at
if you
his...
spend a turn, you'll do fine.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So he's like, and then he turns into Hamid. I'm fine, dear, don't worry.
Callie, we're laughing regardless. So it's
He's still petting you like you're a small pup or something and goes, "That's a good, strong boy," and walks off.
He looks at Kelly like, girl, what's up? I was kidding. I'm going to kill him.
Callie has this odd look of satisfaction painted across her face, like, oh god, that felt so good.
Yo, man.
So
Yo, man.
Sophia just kind of winks at Callie and mouths a thank you where Travis can't see.
Like he kind of picks the night eyes like this, like, yo, thank you. And then he looks at the newcomer, and then he, turns. No, he doesn't turn, but he's like, yo, what's your name?
and he looks at Travis and goes like, search the dusk. And who
Search
are
the
you?
dusk.
Yes.
I'm Travis, bro. What's up?
Are you keeping your arm around Night Eyes, by the way?
No, he takes it back. Because he knows that you feel kind of wrong.
She
Okay,
looks
never
at you
mind.
and she goes, "I'm still not doing it," and walks off.
Don't worry, you're not going to do it. So, what are you,
excuse
bro?
me for this question, but do you know my cousin? I think he's been recently renamed as Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, I know your cousin. He's in my
So-
pack.
Sophia nods and she goes, "He's a very nice boy who seems to love where I work."
Excellent. Does he have a baby now?
You kind of did, but we don't intimidate it by your man's cousins. So yeah, never mind. And just like, what are you? Are you a Haroon Philodox?
No, I'm a Philodox.
Oh, good. We needed more.
Do you know if my cousin has a baby?
No, not yet.
Oh, god damn it, he had one job! One fucking baby, that's all we asked for.
You should actually behave and you talk with our warden and my packmate like that. But yeah, it happens.
Sorry.
Not everyone can grace the world with babies.
We need soldiers. He should understand that.
So this conversation got really awkward really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be over here if anybody needs me. She goes back to where she was standing before.
A howl erupts from the Umbra. Unlike most howls that come from, this is actually a very practiced one. But as it roars out, and I say roar for a reason, because it is filled with anger, with sadness, it's almost as if somebody is just screaming and venting, trying to completely throw away his own frustrations. And for those who have known his howls, would recognize the howls belonging to Honors the Lost.
Which would be
And
me.
a few others as well. That's a Call of the Wild. So this howl is quite literally reverberating through the Gnosis streams of the Sept.
At this point, Night Eyes is going to get up, look over at Callie, and go, "Are you okay with these two? I'm going to go take off to my friend."
Callie is already going down into Lupus, going towards that howl, because that sounds important.
Yeah.
Dusk has already done the same. He has turned around and started walking away.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Night Eyes is doing also.
Like
Which is the
Travis,
Black Wolf.
Travis turns into, like before you turn to Lupus, Travis turns into, Hispo, takes you to his back, and then you turn into Lupus, and you probably fall down from his upper side, and then he runs towards the Honors Lost.
I want to be so touchy with my character, damn.
Callie will run in step, but she's clearly keeping her position to try and run in sort of formation with the other Fury.
Dusk will see the two Furies on their Lupus form and Travis on his Gladra, or Hispo, sorry, and he will also assume Lupus. It's a fairly big gray wolf with blue eyes, that is joining the Furies on their stride.
And once you get to the place where the house is emanating from, you reach what would be not Bankrock Bay, somewhere close but not quite. You see a gigantic Krynos form of Anubis of the Silent Strider known as Sanj the Lost. As he's just roaring out in frustration almost. Well, not almost, he's just roaring out in frustration.
As Callie runs, she's going to jump, and I'll make the Stamina Primal Urge to shift into Hamid once again.
You're relaxing into raid form. That's instant.
I thought that was a rule. Okay. Then yeah, she's going to shift back up into Hamid and kind of land in a crouch by him. Not really sure who he is, because I don't think she's met Aaron. If she has, certainly not
she
in
hasn't.
Krynos.
At this point, though, Sophia's not even going to bother going back to Hamid. She's going to walk right over him and nudge his hand.
He's in Krynos. You have to reach quite a far up.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. Because he's quite literally just standing there like this and just howling out, roaring out, just getting all of it out of his system. Until a minute or two passes and he just stops and just looks down at Sophia being on Lupus. And he looks genuinely sad.
Mother's tongue, what happened?
What's up?
I'll tell you in a second. As he's shifting down to Glabro. And he's going to look towards Callie and searches the dust. Your new faces.
I am Search the Dusk. What troubles you, brother of mine?
My name is Honest the Lost. Galliard of the Silent Stride is an Adrian of the Guru Nation. My troubles are great, and my worries are many.
Good for you. I have a lot of patience and lots of time. My ears are all yours if you need them, brother.
This is just gonna look towards Callie. You participate in the high freight.
Face becomes much more solemn, and she tries to pass herself off as stoic, but because she literally has 2 dice for manipulation and subterfuge, She obviously there's cracks in that mask as she tries to put on a tough face, but she definitely looks though she doesn't want to talk about it necessarily. Like you can see the apprehension in her face and the hesitance as she just simply nods.
For everybody who doesn't want to be really, really sad or depressed, I recommend closing your ears right now. As he's gonna walk into the body of water that's there. Shifting up to Krinos again.
Serge the Dusk will, cross his hands over his chest and be ready for what's going to be happening.
Night Eye shifts back up to Hamid, takes a seat, arms wrapped around one knee pulled to her chest, and goes, My ears are always open for my friend.
A howl erupts from Honors the Lost, saying, a very sad howl, almost crying, saying the following: Brothers and sisters, hear me. Days ago, we destroyed a hive. We took it down. However, there was a disturbance in the forces of Gnosis, and the streams of Gnosis, and our spirits could feel it. These riders of ice and concrete were sent to the Sept of Running Stones to investigate and scout what is happening. Hear me, for I say this. The Sept of Running Stones is no more. It has fallen, destroyed utterly by the worm's forces. All of its kinfolk, all of Igaru, were slain. Our pack then saw Uctina. Uctina was embalmed in this green light that shot up through the air as it was being bound by change and screaming in anguish. Our pack needed to free Uktena, needed to free the 5 last Uktena Garu, their elders that were there. As they were being slowly eroded by the worm. Our Arfiarch wakes the mountain, who earned his deed name that day, communicated with the 3 great mountain spirits and awoke them in order to utterly crush the worm between their feet, in order to completely pulp and destroy everything that is not of Gaia there. Oh, I'm weeping. However, Uktena, the 5 Uktena that were there, were too far gone. We allowed them to be passed into Gaia's merciful arms. We've lost a great deal of brothers and sisters. Now with that, he's just gonna switch back to Hamid and just in the Hamid actually, which he never ever does, and just falls into the water.
Siegfried will shift into Hamid and will sit beside Honor the Lost and whip with him. He doesn't know about this Sept of the Running Stones, but a Sept it's a giant slap in the face against the Garou Nation.
Looking over at Callie, Night Eyes is actually going to take a deep breath, say, 1, 2, 3 in mother tongue, wipe the tears from her eyes, stand up, and begin her howl for gathering of the departed.
Callie, for her part, is just kind of standing there in a shocked disbelief, almost shell-shocked.
Travis is not crying. He is standing there. His eyes or his face is turned. But he just looks at Aaron and hugs his brother. We will get through it. We will get through it, brother.
I thought it was time for Seb to know.
No problem. We did the right thing.
There are any survivors? Any
We did all we
Yes,
can.
there are survivors. They're the 5 Uktena that came here to help us, Sept. They're the only ones.
Maybe they can begin anew.
I actually have no idea how long I'm supposed to make her do this gathering for the departed.
Oh,
Once
the
she-
gathering part has already been done at the site itself. But yeah, you can just roll the dice.
She was doing her own.
All right, that's cool. Take it however long you want to do the rite.
I'll just say she wraps up the howl then, and she'll move over to sit by Arun in the, well, honors the lost in the water. And she'll take his hand and she'll hold it like a sister would. It hurts, but you can survive.
We did.
We always survive. Every time it happens.
That's not the point.
I know that's not the point.
How you doing over there? That was directed at Callie.
Her lips are kind of twitching as the tears are just pouring down her face. Her face has just become red, and she just doesn't say anything. She just starts to walk away.
Is she just walking away from all of us?
Yep.
I'll see you later, Callie.
Maybe you should keep her company. You're a tribesman after all. Well, I'm sorry, tribeswoman.
She'll kind of laugh. She'll grab Honors the Lost and put her forehead to his. She'll go, "You are my brother in spirit and my dear friend. I will comfort you as best as I can."
I'm fine, Night Eyes. That girl is young. She could use it better than I am.
I guess. She'll look at Travis. Take care of him while I'm gone.
He nods.
Alright, Night Eyes will chase after the young, teenage-looking Black Fury.
The Travis goes. He's his brother. Did we give the fetishes to elders?
I gave him to Mother Larissa.
Okay.
Mother Larissa will decide what to do next.
I know.
You know, despite it being a fucked up message, it still needs to be said. Every time I give a howl like this, I feel a little bit Well, that's why I have my date now. Is he's gonna sit up?
Well, I'm kind of bored from Tactic Gambit, to be honest.
Why don't you grant it the name of Bear's Witness?
He smiles and nods.
See?
That's fine. It kind of tells me, actually. He looks at the Siegfried. Yo, newbie. So what do you do?
What do I do? There are many things I do. You need to be more specific on that.
You know, what do you do for living? What do you do? What are
No,
the things that you're qualified?
back at home, I was working in a conjoined family-owned law firm, but after a few things, family problems, I was sent here to America to aid cousin Blitzkrieg.
Travis looks at the honors loss and says, "This is a Blitzkrieg's cousin."
I'm the alpha of the Striders of Ice and Concrete.
Pardon? He become the alpha?
No, I am. Yeah, like,
And Siegfried will put his hand over his chest and bow to Aaron.
it's fine. My apologies for bringing this news when you just arrived.
No, those were important news. Garou coming and going isn't it's trivial matter. Except, well, befalling that destiny is far more important than me.
Perhaps. I'm gonna go for a swim.
Very well. I think he will, get up, dust himself. I think I will find my cousin and berate him a little bit.
I believe the Get Offenders meet up at Frozen Hammer's Forge. You might be able to find them there.
Thank you, Norvelos. And he will turn around and start walking, but before he leaves, he will turn back around to look at Norvelos once more. I'm very sorry. If you ever need me, you can count on me. And he will, dart off.
No, Garou. No, I must accept. I'm gonna talk to you, Tena Garou, tomorrow or today. Katori should know about this as well. But for now, I'm gonna go and do a bit of swimming. As he's just gonna plant himself face first, like flatten his belly, falls into the water, and he just floats there.
The Travis looks around, goes towards the normal world, and goes out of the sept.
On the other end of the sept, back in the North Woods, Callie is taking her bow and just smashing it against the tree over and over and over. The drawstring has long snapped, the pulleys are in shambles, and she's just doing it, sort of grunting and sort of sobbing angrily, just going to town on the side of this tree.
What do I need to roll to grab her bow since I followed her?
Roll, I guess, Dex and Brawl if you want to snatch it from her.
Just so she doesn't damage her weapon yet.
Oh,
Anymore.
it's fucked. It's beyond fucked.
Or to at least get her to stop. Okay, that's 4 dice. Difficulty?
Doesn't really matter. When you grab a hold of it, she has this look of just pure rage face. When you grab it and try and stop her, it's literally kind of almost snapped the metal frame of it. But her expression just as quickly just starts to change as she just has a hopeless and helpless look on her face. As she just kind of drops to her knees and starts sobbing out loud.
Toss the damaged, good-for-nothing bow now to the side, and I'll hug her and be like, "It's okay," and pat her head.
And I think that's as good a place as any to call that an end to the scene.